What's up, YouTube? This is a response to a topic that I heard on the Coast to Coast radio show. It's FM, and I heard this show on May 16th, so I believe it was last Saturday, 2009, and the guest was Mark Bauerlein, and he was the author of a book, and I quote, "The Dumbest Generation: How the Digital Age Stupefies the Young and Jeopardizes Our Future." I remember really taking issue with this particular topic when I heard it. First of all, a lot of callers were calling in agreeing with this man, and even George Nory was supporting this man's ideas. I don't know if generations previous to us, and when I say us, I mean people under 30, I don't know if those feelings come from jealousy because they don't have the things that we have now to make life easier, and they would have liked to have had the things that we have now at that time in their life, because let's face it, we have a lot of cool things in this generation. I don't know what that type of thinking stems from, but I thought it was very ignorant, and I just wanted to get this off of my mind. And I wanted to use my digital camera, keyword digital, and then upload it onto my YouTube. This generation is not dumb. I'd hate to tell you, Mr. Bauerlein. I think a lot of people would support me in that. I'm surprised by the subject matter in this particular book, because you are not a dumb individual. I did my research. That's I don't think a dumb person would actually care to do their research before they made a YouTube video response. I am aware of your credentials. You are a graduate of UCLA. You got your doctorate in English in 1988, and you have taught at Emory since 1989. You have authored such books as Negrophobia, A Race Riot in Atlanta, 1906, Civil Rights Chronicles, The African American Strive for Freedom, National Empowerment of the Arts, 1965 through 2008, and now this. I really don't think that is a good reflection of your intelligence. In fact, I think it's a very poor assumption. I mean, yes, I agree with you in the fact that most likely if a 13-year-old were to walk into their bedroom and they had a choice between an Xbox on the shelf next to a book on the history of the Civil War, I think that most likely they would choose the Xbox. But that is not to say that that 13-year-old does not have time to grow mentally. So, not only that, I think that you are smart enough to realize that if you call somebody stupid, it either makes the person that you are trying to teach either pissed off or just plain hurt and recoil away from whatever it is you are trying to teach, and you will be seen as an intellectual elitist. Not only that, but I really don't understand why a person from your generation would be questioning the cognitive prowess of people in this generation, young people that is, when it is your generation that is making these digital products and selling them to young people as consumers. Have you ever thought about that? This generation is not dumb. So maybe you ought to do a coast-to-coast show about that, or maybe you ought to revise and edit your book, or maybe write a new one. I look forward to people's video responses and comments, for good or bad, but I just had to get this off my mind. That's all I have to say. Thank you.